again. This week we make some repairs to a donated vehicle. The van comes in with a fuel leak. We get more work done on our SEMA build, and the dust has been blown off of our pedal car that we built a couple of years ago, and it's ready for auction in Cleveland this weekend. This Mazda 3 was donated to us with a couple of issues. It needs an engine mount, as well as there was a check engine light on for a cylinder 2 misfire. Let me show you what we found.
All of my past graduates can pretty much pick up on what's going on from this distance, but let's take a closer look.
Both of the lock tabs on coils 3 and 4 are broken. 1 and 2 are worse. Someone glued them in place. On coil number 1, the pins are exposed. The first step is to cut back some of the shield.
Careful not to cut the wire.
Then the new connector is put onto the coil. Next, the wires are cut back and stripped. With the wires stripped, the next step is to tin them. Tinning is the process of coating the wire with solder. Heat shrink is put on next.
That's why it came out so easy.
Now with the wires side by side, I fuse them together. The heat shrink is put over the solder joint, and a lighter is used to shrink it tight to the repair.
Put them together.
That's fine. Finally, the repairs are wrapped with harness tape.
This repair will last a very long time. The same vehicle also needed an engine mount, as you can see. Here's the old mount, and the new one goes in. A pole jack is used to help lift the engine to align the mount. A lady finger is used to help align the holes so we don't cross thread the bolts.
You going?
Looks like the gas is leaking from where the sending unit goes in. We'll have a better idea once we get the tank down.
All right.
We're using a punch to rotate the lock ring. With the new gasket installed, the unit goes back into the tank. Now the tank can be put back into the van. Replacing the mirror, you can see why.
Yeah, the two bottom ones and the top one and the handle.
To replace the mirror on this truck, the entire door panel needs to be pulled.
Should get the locker.
It's been over 2 years since the shutdown. In fact, the day before, this pedal car that the students had built was set to go to Cleveland at the Summit Piston and Power Show to be displayed and auctioned off. Now that everything is opened back up, the show is back on, and this weekend, this car will be in Cleveland to be enjoyed by the public as well as be auctioned off this coming Saturday night. The pedal car itself would have ended here. The axle would have come down right underneath the seat. Very short car. Other than painting the car forest green, they also painted the wheels chrome and added the green into the spokes. And then they also added a considerable amount of metal to the back to make it look like a pickup truck, complete with wood slats and sides. And also they added to the pedal mechanism, so this is a functional pedal car.
Some of the wood slats had come loose, so we're putting on some spray adhesive and gluing them back into the bed.
So next week we'll have some footage of this car being displayed along with the others. We'll let you know how it fared and also how much it sold for.
Here we're finally getting the sway bar and bushings bolted in with new hardware. We're also adding new hardware to the transmission mount for the transmission. Here the lower bell housing shield goes into position. Here's the vacuum pot for reverse gear, ready for sandblasting.
With the water pump white, I'm spraying the pulley green.
The shifter linkage is being painted black. And here the differential cover is getting some fine tuning before being primed again. Next time on Bulldog Builds, we'll see how that leak repair fared out on that van. We'll have a lot more work to share with you on the 48 Chevy SEMA build, and we'll let you know how the pedal car did up at the Summit Piston Power Show. See you next week.